But I think the reason why I've been dreading, or just have this sense of dread over me way earlier than I think I have been, because I've just put so much pressure on it. I didn't worry about, because like, I assume if I worried about this like when I first started out, like yeah, which I think I did, but well, I think it is different because I think I did at the beginning, but I was like, oh, I still have like 4 years, you know, like I got a lot of time. Now I'm like, I'm doing the same thing, but I have 1 year, so it's not as great. It is very not good, and you could say, you know, very much not good. Let me do this. Boom. Bam. Alright, cool. Yeah, you got stuff in the background. Yeah, maybe I just pull it up. I guess, you know. And what else am I gonna do? I don't know, man. Like, I just don't know what to do at this point that isn't just like editing or like something along those lines, man. It sucks. Like, I think that's also where the dread's coming from. It's just because, like, I enjoy doing this. It's just, like, what I am doing, and it's been proven the past, like, 3 years. It just doesn't get anybody to watch you, man. And, like, doesn't make it sustainable. And it really sucks, man. Because, like, in order to gain audience, you have to do the editing, and, like, you have to make, like, good thumbnails, and, like, do the clips and all that, and, like, it's just stuff I don't want to do, man. Like, and that's what's also, I think, making that dread even bigger. Like, I just don't like doing it. But I like doing this, you know? I just don't like the stuff around it. Like, it sucks. Because, like, I feel like when people say, like, oh, this is how you can get viewers on your Twitch channel, it's either stuff that you don't get until you're an affiliate, which is pointless at that point, or it's, like, play games that aren't streamed much, that have a large following. And it's like, yeah, that's fun for, like, the one-off when I feel like playing it, but, like, if I don't, then, like, I don't want to. You know? I just don't feel like playing it. And it freaking sucks. You know what, I guess since I'm not really doing anything, I'm gonna see how to fix this Streamlabs thing. It's just been like this the whole time. Okay. Seems like actually it's pretty simple, the answer. So I do that. Okay, I hit yes and it didn't. Oh, there you go. Nope. Okay. You know what? I'll do it off stream. It's like super simple. It's just I need to log out and log back in, and it's not doing that. So I'll just wait after the stream. So yeah, it actually seemed like it's a pretty simple fix. So yeah, I'll do it later if I remember, hopefully. But yeah, like I think I'm just putting so much pressure on myself, and if I stop that, like then I'll do so much better. It'll work out so much better. I wish I had Photoshop, but I learned that it was like $23 a month, and I'm like, that seems a bit much. If it was 15, I would do it, but it's 24 or something like that, and like that's a lot. And I know, like, my family's very tight on money, so I don't want to, like, force it on them. So, like, yeah. Because, like, I can use the freaking, like, other thing. It's just, like, it's super annoying because I would go, like, pixel by pixel, essentially. And it's not very fun, especially with a mouse. It's not very fun. I can try working on that. I still have the 360 open just in case I want to fall back on that. Like, I still have the save up. I think what I will do, though... is this on? It's not. Cool. Because I'm throwing it to the other monitor. So I think what I'm going to do is just try and get, like, make this, you know? Which, at first, this is easy to get rid of the stuff because you just take this out, bam, there's a big chunk. You take this out, that's a big chunk. I didn't take the bottom out. Bam. And then you also take this out. You also take this out. And like any like big diagonals, you know, you can take those out. Take this middle section out pretty easily. Oh, I think I got a little bit. Boom. Like, yeah, these colors pop way more than actually on the stream. Like, just looking at the model. I mean, it's obvious because it's not in HD. This is in HD. Or, like, the resolution Soul Calibur's in. At least on my computer. So, like, that's why it looks so much better. Yeah, I'm just trying to get, like, the edges out. Pretty much. But yeah, I can't really trace it. There's not... None of these have that built in. Because Magic is using the AI, basically, and it sometimes takes out part of it, I'm pretty sure. And then drawing, like, you don't trace it, you just take out some pixels of it. Which actually, I guess I could do like this, or this other stuff. There's a lot at the bottom here that I could have taken out. Yeah, I'm just gonna basically make it 1 pixel. And we'll just go pixel by pixel. Because, yeah, I can't trace it, and obviously I'm not perfect enough to trace it perfectly. So I'm gonna have to go in that, I think. So we're gonna get in pixel by pixel here. And I learned, like, even like the slight color changes, like that's a part of the model. So I should keep those in. It also seems like there's a gradient on some of this, which is annoying. I think it was from what the setting I was on earlier. It did that, so yeah, that's a little frustrating. Yeah, I've been surprised. I know I said stop talking about creators, although it's not speculation. It's just me just noticing something. Today was a Neuro stream, and I actually haven't been recommending any Neuro clips. I think it's because I've been listening to like several hour-long videos and I want to watch through the end of them. So I haven't really looked at my recommended, because that's usually where I see them. Although they actually show up in my notifications a lot too, like pretty often. I am just surprised that I haven't like seen that at all. It's just my thing. See, some people show themselves drawing. Me, I'm just showing myself doing whatever this is. I might lose a few pixels, but I think that's fine. It's like, it's not gonna be too zoomed in, if you can tell from what I've been using. I hope I can save this, because I know for one of the freaking like subscriptions for these, it said you get a certain number of saves, which is really stupid. That you have to get a subscription just so you can have like 80 more saves. Like that's really dumb. Like I feel like subscriptions are like fine, but I feel like even now like capitalism, like most things capitalism's done is taking it too far. It's like it's kind of ridiculous at this point. Oh, I think it's part of the year gone. Yeah, the main downside of me not listening to the songs is me like humming a different song, so I'm sure it's very, very weird to listen to. I wish I could just scroll up, but it's zoom in the scroll wheel. Actually, I assume if I click in on the mouse wheel, it does that. I just don't want to. Oh no, it doesn't. It just doesn't zoom in. Cool. This is very annoying. This is what I mean. Like, tracing it would be a lot easier. Because I think also it like snaps too. Like I think Photoshop's pretty good at that. Like it'll recognize like what you want to do, and so like it'll track it pretty well. But this, I can't do that. I'm kind of just here getting the stuff out, like honestly, I think this is the more annoying part than actually going pixel by pixel here. Because this is frustrating. Yeah, hopefully I made it so it's just like an outer layer I need to get rid of, you know? I wish that background mover, man, like it didn't have a premium system to it, and I could just get in HD or like how the image quality is. It's just freaking capitalism, man. Like, they just have to do that, man, to live and be sustainable, and it freaking sucks so much. Like, I don't blame people who do subscriptions. Like, I feel like it makes it seem like I do. I'm blaming the system that, like, forces them to, not necessarily... I'm gonna wear this freaking cast just in case my wrists start hurting. Because this is a lot. Because I think also the issue is, like, especially with thumbnails, if I'm trying to make good thumbnails, like, I can't have a pixelated image of myself. Or pixelated images in general. So, like, I also need to figure out, like, if I can upscale images, stuff like that, maybe. Yeah, that's something I can figure out. Although I've just, like, not one to edit stuff together at all. I think honestly it's just because a lot of it hasn't been clip worthy, because it's been me talking about the same things, because that's just who I am, dude. I just repeat myself a lot. So it's kind of hard to be like, oh yeah, look, a new clip. It's me talking about the same thing. You know? Like, it would be good for newer people, right? But like for the people who already watch me, like, it's not great for them. They're just like, oh, well, I already know, like, his stance on this and everything. I mean, maybe there are some people who would just actually, like, listening to me. Maybe that's a thing. Okay, you know what? I am glad that I did make it so he just had full-on black for the pants, because, yeah, it's very easy to tell down here where the pants here. An upside to making it not like a slightly lighter shade of gray, or yeah, slightly lighter shade of black, and just making it full on black is apparently going pixel by pixel. It's really easy to tell. I just hope it looks good, because this is annoying. I knew like I'd only want to do this on stream too, because like, oh, and this also gets cut up, but I am also just showing like torso up. So it's fine. I will probably have to do that for the thumbnails too, just so torso up. I hate that there was a gradient, because yeah, some of this down here also is like just not. I might just go back in and just real quickly like go over a bunch of it and just maybe like draw a rectangle just around it. Is that perfect? Oh, it was perfect. Oh shoot, yeah. Can I redo that? Where's the undo redo button? That's the one thing I haven't found on this. Where is it? Not down there. Because it flashes up undo, so it makes me feel like the button should be around here, but what is redo like? Is it Control X? Okay, it's not Control X. Is it no, Control R is reload. What's redo? I don't know what the hotkey for redo is. That's not a thing. Okay. Oh, I'm masking, apparently. What? There we go. Great. I hate that I did this. Why is it having like a gradient on it like automatically? Why is that the default one? That's so weird. And there's just like a slight brown tint down here. I guess I shouldn't really worry about down here as much because like you're barely gonna see it. It's just annoying though. I just wish the magic one worked a lot better than it did, because it really doesn't. That definitely cut into it. And there's no way I can perfectly trace these, because it doesn't like, you can't like reset it from where it is. Well, I guess you can put it back together, is the thing. So like, actually, I guess instead of like undoing these sometimes, I should just be like putting the thing back on it. Just doing that instead. Okay, that's probably about as good as I'm gonna get as far as the like 5 pixels. Like, I haven't even gotten to the 1x1s yet, man. I'm not even close. Like, I hate this so much. Why does it look so pixelated, though? I don't know. I guess, like, maybe if I zoomed out. Like, yeah, that doesn't look pixelated, then. Well, yeah, because I guess you're zooming in on, like... If the original image is like 1920 by 1080 already, right? So then you just take it like in it. So this is like even a smaller fraction of it. So that's also probably why. Brush. There we go. Cut this up here because it's sky. I think the gray is when it starts overlapping. I can't entirely tell though. Actually, yeah, because it does kind of still look like the sky. I guess I should probably keep those though until I'm like perfectly sure. You know? Because now that looks like I have a dent in my... Well, is that just how the thing looks? It might be. I think it's just because this side is way more developed than this side. That's probably why it looks not as great. Yeah, like that actually looks not bad. It's just that it wasn't... It looked lopsided because it wasn't done. God, this is bugging me. I don't know if I've ever said, but like when I'm trying to like do minute movements, especially on the mouse, dude, like my body hates it. I don't know why, but there's just something with my body where it just absolutely hates doing it. So like, I think in a way this is like torture for me. Because like doing minute details just suck. It's why I like don't like doing this, because it's so minute, like that I have to go at this with. Sucks. Should it just be a like multi-stream long endeavor? I feel like at this point it should be. Like I need to take breaks, man. I'm gonna lose my mind. I guess there is a crop. I didn't realize that. That's a crop. I don't think it would matter though. Because yeah, I think it crops it to a certain spot. And like the cutting basically does the same thing. I mean, it would have made like the first step like slightly quicker. But like what I had been doing and spent my majority of my time on, I think I'd still be doing, so it ultimately doesn't matter all that much. I guess I could get the exact ending from like horizontally and the exact ending like vertically. But well, actually, then the issue would be like I'd have to fit it perfectly, which I guess wouldn't be too hard. It just would be very annoying. Because again, I hate doing minute stuff, so that would not be very fun. But like, yeah, that looks like it's mostly taken out. Yeah, that hides it. They add... Maybe I add like a... It's fine. These... Literally, like, this is... There's nothing there. I'm leaking that, but like, I'm telling you, there's literally nothing. I just kind of want to see, like... what part's actually like the sky. Like I think this part here is actually like that bit is sky right here. Like I think honestly these slight gray ones are, because like when I'm zooming out they look like it. Like these ones are. Yeah, I think like this one also. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's just because I'm zooming in so that it looks brighter. I mean, regardless, it's not supposed to be that bright anyway, so it's like fine. Also, this is like my first time doing like this kind of a thing. So if it doesn't look good, like it's fine. Like if it looks slightly off, like that's fine. It's just very annoying. Like again, there would be a time when Photoshop would be a lot easier because I can just trace it pretty quickly, like probably like 2 minutes, I'd be done. But this photo editing, what is it? It's an editing tool. This editing tool doesn't have that. Like, it doesn't have like a trace or anything. If it had a trace, that'd be really good. Like, that'd be really nice. You could like trace it, but I don't think it has that. Because I think that should be a part of the cut or whatever. I mean, I haven't used Photoshop like at all, but at least I'm like seeing people use Photoshop like over their shoulder. Like, I mean, I'm not watching people online do it because obviously I know what they're pressing. Watching over the shoulder, like occasionally, is kind of what I was referring to when I say I've seen it secondhand. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break on this. These won't be that difficult because I honestly could probably just do a line and then like whatever else got taken out, I'll just put back in. But yeah, this is annoying. I think the shoe's pretty much good, like this left shoe. There's just a little bit like down here that's like the ground, and also this apparently. But like, I think other than that, I think I did cut part of it off, but like, again, you're barely gonna see that part. It's whatever. And I think like down by the pants is gonna be the easiest part. Like this I might cut out accidentally. Because it's like lining up perfectly with the ground. I think if I zoomed out though, I would notice it. Like it's part of the thing. But I mean, again, the legs don't, they're like the part that matters the least. So if those don't look as good, it's whatever. I mean, the thing is also like what would be good for thumbnails if I could draw myself, or like draw Liam in different emotions, but I can't draw. So I can't really do that. It's really hard. I mean, there's probably a photo editor that like does this better. It's just like I'm too far. Some kind of sunken cost fallacy, man. I'm too far in now. Like, nice thing is that it autosaves, but I am probably gonna keep this open anyway. But I think I will freaking stop doing this and take a break for my sanity. And I think we'll move over to NCAA football again. So if you're wondering what I'm doing with this one, because I'm doing Central Michigan, I made everybody 0 overalls. I mean, like, within reason. They're all classified as 0 overalls, but really what it is, like, they're just 0 overall at their position. Because as you can tell, they're not all zeros. Because, yeah, I did that the first time, and I was like, this took so long. Like, I think actually, like, it felt like an hour, honestly. Like, it really felt like an hour. So, that's why, like, whenever I do this, like, the quote-unquote 0 overall, I just make everybody, like, because 40 is the lowest it can go in NCAA football. So, I just make it go until it says they're 40 and then stop. I think MLB The Show is like the only sports game that actually will say that they're 0 overall. WWE 2K might also. I think also they'll say it's a 0. Either that or it's like lower than most of their games. I think NHL's a 32, the lowest it goes. I think 2K's is also 40. Is the lowest it'll go. I don't... Oh, Madden might also be 0. Maybe? Madden 0? Let me just look up like minimum overalls in every sports game. Actually, that's probably gonna give me the player, but minimum possible overalls. Oh, is it 60 in 2K? Oh yeah, I might be wrong. Is it 60 for 2K? I don't think it's giving what I want, which is weird because I feel like it's such a just easy post to make. You just go through every sports game and just make someone with the lowest stats possible and be like, okay, that's the lowest it can go. Like, it's actually not that difficult. I can't do that because the only sports games I have is 2K. Well, both 2Ks technically, WWE and NBA, and then this. Because my PlayStation died. Oh, I technically only have this. I also should probably change the thing. My titles were so good. That was another thing. I was looking at like changing like the title of your streams and just making them as clickbaity as possible. Like that's the thing. Like clickbait's just not my thing. Like I want my thing to be as authentic as possible. So like just clickbait titles is not my thing, man. I just don't like doing them because I'm like that's not who I am. Like it's just false advertising. I don't like false advertising. Which I'm sure is what's also made it harder for me to grow. Well, and also just like only playing by myself. Because obviously if you play with other people, you have a chance through like multiple other people to like... There's other streams going on is more of what I was referring to. So like you have a higher chance to be seen that way as well. But like when you only play by yourself, then the only way people can find you is literally your stream. So yeah, it's not great. You know, I did go on Twitch because like I haven't seen any Neuro clips in a minute. It's probably because she's streaming now and like he had the day off the day prior, and I looked and it's like, yep, okay. I was tempted to go in there, but I was like, I'll wait. I mean, I don't know why, honestly, because I was doing I watched videos anyway, so like watching the stream would have been to the same effect, but yeah. I think if I actually become friends with those people, I will actually watch this stuff live. It's just like, right now, there's really no reason for me to. I mean, like, it's fine if I get like the general stuff, and also like, I feel like with a lot of these like clips, especially the people who make the longer ones, that basically just like a stream recap, like they cut out like the parts that are like long waiting periods. So I mean, I'm also okay with that. And also like if there's any parts like I don't care for, I can just skip those on my own time. So that's why I prefer watching the VOD, because the chat thing doesn't really like... I am a lurker. Like whenever I was doing Twitch, I am generally just a lurker. So yeah, I don't really I don't remember what I was saying, so my point has gone moot. My brain, it shut off. But oh yeah, the chat thing, like seeing the chat doesn't really like, it doesn't matter for me. Actually, I will take that back, because when I first watched Disc Only, which was John, Tom, Steven, and Jared's podcast, I actually would watch on Twitch at first. The first like 10 episodes I think I watched on Twitch. And I don't know why, honestly. I definitely had a reason like back then, but I'm not entirely sure why. Looking back on it, I still don't think I've seen the last like 3 of them, so I should probably check it in with that. I mean, it is summer. There's something I have a surplus of. It's time, which my brain sure doesn't feel like it, like it has that. But God, I think I have to take Ferris Ed in like 2 weeks, and I am not looking forward to it whatsoever. I want to just be like, oh yeah, I'm going to Ohio State, but like, or just like a bigger college, and it's just like, I can't do that because I needed to set up like ACT scores, and you know, I forgot to set up my account to just get it easily. And what's also like makes it even harder on top of that is that now there's a new guidance counselor. So I don't know if I can, or like a new person that runs it at my school. So I don't know if like they still have it, if I can ask them and they still have it so they can give it to me. It is stupid though, like the ACT is actually like required for these freaking colleges because the ACT is so bad. Like it doesn't prove how smart you are at all. It's really stupid. Like reading does not tell you how good you are at reading when there's more reading questions than you get time for reading. Like how does that make sense? It's not reading then. It's just reading like a few like lines and be like, yep, that's what I got out of it. And like not even thinking about that long, or else you're not gonna have enough time. That's not reading. Or like showing how competent you are reading. It's just not. It's freaking stupid. I'll see, if you're wondering why I'm getting like what seem to be pretty low overalls, it's because literally anybody would be an improvement. So I'm not being real picky with who I'm getting, because they'll probably be better than 40 overalls. So yeah, that's why like they're like a lot lower overalls, especially when I was playing like before. Yeah, it's just so annoying, man. I will say, like, this whole, like, what I've been going on about, though, is, like, exactly why it's hard for me to do clips. Because I complain about driving, complain about, like, capitalism, and, like, I've already made videos on... Actually, I haven't made videos on driving, but I have complained about it, like, a lot. But, like, I just say the same stuff. So, like, it's really hard to get clips. It really basically has to be, like, the game I'm playing.
Try gift mode on Etsy now.
And even then, I play like a lot of games that don't really set that up, or like give the chance for that to happen. So yeah, that's also not great. I wish I didn't have to do the whole like putting the clips out into other platforms. I mean, they're not being shown to anybody anyway, but I actually didn't see how the other that Wii Sports clip did, but I would think it didn't do very well. I'm pretty sure I did throw the end card in there. Hang on, I'm switching monitors so I can see how that one did. It probably had 0 people see it. Yep, 0. How many impressions did it get? 0. Nice, dude. That's so fun. And so, like, rewarding, dude. Like, it feels so great to just put these clips up and show them to absolutely freaking nobody, dude. It's so fun. I love that so much. It's such a fun feeling, dude. There's a reason why I said, like, I didn't want to put editing in that. It's exactly that reason. Nobody's even seeing them. So, like, why would I even bother putting the time into editing them? And I think, like, the issue, like, there's also other issues that's not just, like, editing. Like, I can't help with that. But even then, some people just, like, edit the content in the way of just, like, cutting stuff together. Which, honestly, I hate doing that. but I don't like it because it's just so tedious. Like, it's very repetitive and very boring, which is why I don't enjoy it. And like, you can't really listen to music or anything because like, you gotta listen to like, I have to listen to myself like when I end like my thought or something like that, and yeah, it's very annoying. Yeah, it's not very enjoyable. It's why I just have this sense of dread over like all of this, man. Like, well, it's such like a bright and like fun thing for me now. Like, there's just like a cloud over it. I'm just like this dread, because like it's something I want to do, like, and make a living off of it, but like I don't know what to do at this point. Really don't. Because I think also my brain has just made it so like it wants to do less and less, and like it's just not great, man. Like, I think the only thing that's going for me is the fact that I'm not depressed, and that's about it. At least mentally. I mean, even physically though, like I only go on like the exercise bike, and that's my only like form of quote unquote exercise. I'm sure physically also, like, I'm not doing my body any favors. I mean, at least I do that. Like, I do a little bit of cardio, but like, yeah, no, it's not great. It just really feels like the only way like this is gonna work out for me is if I get like I win the lottery, basically, of just like having someone popular like raid me, which there's no way someone's gonna look into NCAA football 13, right? Like, they're not gonna look into this subcategory and raid someone. It's not gonna happen. And even then, I feel like when like big streamers raid smaller ones, it's not people who have 0 viewers. It's people who have at least some viewers. That's another thing. So yeah, I think I have like just like the tiniest chance of it actually working out. I don't know how we have an A+ in the playing style, because we are terrible. Yeah, like I really just have like this cloud looming over me, and it just sucks. I don't get a punter or a kicker. That's not great. Actually, the one dude is a punter, but he's like insane. He's one of those like insanely fast ones. Because for some reason, randomly, you can just get kicker or punters that just have like a 90 speed for like no reason. And like I think a lot of the guys I got are really slow, so he would actually be really nice to throw in like offense or something like that, and not as their punter. Like, downside is that he's from Mississippi and he cares about proximity to home a lot. Like, it's his highest one. I'm worried he might get homesick, and we only have him for one season, but I guess it's a risk I'm willing to take. Because that is the reason they can transfer in this. At least in 14. I'm not sure in 13 if they can transfer because of that, or they added on 14. I doubt it, but I don't know. What's annoying is like I actually have like 3 good pitches. I chose Central Michigan actually. I didn't mention why I chose Central Michigan. It's because they have like the worst pitches on average. But I guess when they turned coach contracts off, they gave me like a 4-year contract. So coach ability is actually an A, which is pretty neat. So I actually have that going for me, which is nice. Downside is I have 25 right now, and you only have 25 scholarships, so I can't really invest points into anybody else. Because I want all of these guys. And I keep forgetting that I'm wasting time here. Whoops. I mean, I wouldn't get that much more points, but because I get like my first three are like a lot of points, and that's not a lot. So basically, all have proximity to home, playing time, and coach stability. So the first three are like really good, and then after that, it falls off a cliff on how many points they get, unless for some reason randomly their playstyle is really high, which I still don't understand how the run stopper one is. Because we are terrible and we allow like 70 points on average a game. So I have no idea how our run stopper defensive tackles are A plus in the country. That out of 123, like I think A plus playstyle goes to the top two teams. So somehow we're top two of 123 in that aspect, which I don't understand how. Because I think run stopper also is like running yards against. So I don't think we're that good at stopping the run, but all right. Or like tackle for losses. I know pass block would be, well, pass block is offensive line, but like the pass rusher, I think is what the other one is. I know that one's for sacks. Oh yeah, it is pass rusher. Let me see the pitch here. Yeah, D plus. I'm surprised it's not D minus. I how have we gotten sacks actually? Like that's the bigger question. How did that happen? I guess 70 overall quarterback though would be pretty decent. He'd be like probably like an 85 a senior year or something like that, if I were to guess. Like that'd be pretty nice. When he'd actually have decent talent around him. I did get like a 55 overall quarterback just in case we didn't get one. So we could at least have someone who could throw the ball. Because if you had a 0 overall quarterback, yeah, you ain't getting anywhere. That position's kind of important. Dang, no insta commits. That's unfortunate. I think I had 3 though in like that first week because I think like freaking 3/4 of the board were just people who were top of our list already, or we were the top of their list. So I just, because like anything is an improvement, so I just sent them scholarships. I got an 80 speed, 60 acceleration receiver. Like that is terrible, but it's better than what we do have at receiver. So yeah, I probably should have made it so all their speeds were 0, at least, like the 0 overall people. Because I want to play with the team like afterwards, and like the thing is, if there's 0 speed, it's very noticeable, or like 0 acceleration. Like that would have been noticeable. But yeah, it's annoying though because this punter is like a higher overall than the other one who like I'd actually want to use as a punter, and it makes it so the other guy's like playing time goes down, which I hate that that's a thing. I guess it makes sense, but like I feel like it only should like actually be a knock on them if the person's committing. Like if that person's already committed, then it makes sense. But like the fact that like it doesn't when you just add them to their board, like that's really dumb. Because I feel like it's also more fair because like if you throw someone who's like the top prospect in the nation, like it's a long shot if you get them like you're 10th on their board, and you're going with all these other like top schools against them, like, and that goes against someone who's like a decent prospect and you're like second on them or something like that. But like their playing time gets knocked because of that guy who's 10th, or like where you're 10th on their board. Like that's really stupid. Actually, I'm wondering if the bye week was actually the best time to put it. Because also how well you do in the game also depends on how well the visit goes. And I think we have C's. Oh, we have B's. That's neat. B minuses. Thankfully, nobody's gone after this guy, so we'll just have an 86 overall kicker. Hopefully. That'd be nice. Yeah, I don't know why, but like, there's some positions like that that get taken very quickly, which is like the centers and middle linebackers, and then like kickers and punters just like never get taken. I mean, yeah, I guess because like only a few teams that actually like want to need, like have to need them. So like I'm sure like the teams that don't need them just don't care. But like it is weird because like it's literally an 86 overall kicker. Like I would think one of them would have gone after him, but somebody out there would find him interesting. But I guess not. Yeah, I'd say linebackers also can be like way higher than their overall says. That's like one of the main positions that does that. It's like that and like offensive lineman. I don't know who's like the most consistent, honestly, like with their overall, typically. Like with positions around like the same overall. I actually don't know. Defensive ends actually are also ones that like can get way higher too. Yeah, there's another thing too with Twitch I'm realizing too, like if you get people but like they're just lurkers, like and I see like two viewers, like if they're actually like if you're lurking, like I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying like how Twitch is. Like if you're someone who has no viewers and then you get one consistently, but like it's a lurker, it also like still makes it as hard because a lot of people do stick around because of the chat. And so it actually doesn't really help you as far as growth goes. And like I'm not saying like, oh, I hate lurkers or anything. I'm just like thinking of it like logically. I'm logically thinking about it. I'm not like just disregarding you. I'm just like trying to think about it like logically from like actually trying to grow. Because yeah, my brain definitely tries to think logically on stuff. I use my brain more than my emotions. I guess technically your emotions are part of your brain, I think, but like the thinking part of the brain more than the emotional part. Actually, I should probably say like what positions I have since I haven't gone over that really. Um, so I have a quarterback already, which is that 50 overall I talked about. Halfback, fullback, two wide receivers, a tight end, two offensive linemen. I should probably go after one more if I don't get one of them. I have one defensive end, one outside linebacker, one middle linebacker, one corner, and both safeties. I'm just taking a bit. There we go. Yeah, if I don't get one of these guys, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I should probably stop going after this guy. How close is he? Oh, we're tied actually. Ah, shoot! I should have actually probably given him a scholarship. He might have actually committed. That's unfortunate. Yeah, corners is another position actually that's like really hard to get as well. I need to stop doing that. We're tied. Like that's what makes that difficult. Like if I want to keep going after that guy is because we're tied. I don't know. Also, this guy was a lot better than I thought he would be. He's actually really good. Oh yeah, I also gave myself the rule of nobody 3 stars or above since we're a 0 overall. I feel like it makes sense. Which luckily all the kickers were 3 stars and punters. So I can basically go after any of those guys. Which is nice. Dang it. Care about this stuff more, dang it. God. I hate it. I guess really what I could do is just raid smaller streamers. Try to build up like that dream friend group. That is something I could do. I think I have talked about that before though, like that's been in my thought process. But it is something I could do. Well, it looks like I am getting this guy because he's already soft committed. That's nice at least. Hopefully he's like decent catching. Well, I think actually he's a halfback will be pretty good. He might actually be better at halfback than the actual halfback I got, which is ironic. Yeah. It's just I myself get nervous, even like when I'm thinking about rating. Like even bigger streamers, I get nervous about it. It's just an introvert thing, I think. Or like you get nervous even like trying to talk to someone, stuff like that. I hate it. I wish I didn't have to go through that, but I do. And it sucks. This guy seems like alright, but he's also an athlete. I think he had man coverage stuff too, so if I don't get that other corner, I think this guy can play corner. I might get 3 receivers though over 3 corners. I think corner 3 does get some playing time sometimes, but I think wide receiver 3 gets way more playing time than corner 3. So I might also throw him over at a receiver. I does not care about this stuff. I think Cincinnati's going to this guy, just a 68 overall punter. I don't know why they go after like such bad special teams guys. Because like all the people at the top basically stay there, but like the like really bad like special teams guys, like they really go after him for some reason. I don't know why. I might have to keep him at punter then. Actually, if I get this 86 overall kicker, then I won't have to, but because I can have him play kicker and punter. I think it's like 1 overall lower as a punter or something like that. Like it's not that big of a difference. And also he's gonna be like a 99 overall kicker by the time he's at his senior year anyway. Yeah, might as well just end everything at this point. And then we go with this one. And then we go with this one. And compare it. Alright, so that's a decent amount of points. We'll see if we accept. Probably not, but it's worth a shot, you know? Yeah, having a coach ability is really nice. I didn't expect to have that going in. I expected to have all D's, but I guess me turning off coach contracts actually helped me out in that regard. Actually, I think this guy would be your best linebacker. I think like quite a bit too, if I were to guess. Yeah, 52 and 61. Yep. Quite a bit. I didn't even realize I got a 52 overall outside linebacker. I thought he was a little higher overall than that. Whoops. Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of 50 overalls there. And it's just like, I mean, what else am I gonna do, you know? Still haven't scored anything, but I did purposely make it so our kicker sucked, so. It is also very possible we could be like in field goal range. And he just sucks so bad that we haven't kicked it. That's also very possible. Just waiting because these weeks take a minute. Oh, you know what? I think this expired because I changed my name. Because when it said like logging out of blank, it still had my old username. It still had Iron Cold Steve Austin. It actually didn't have Iron Wolf 6464. So I think that's why it actually hasn't worked. Maybe that's what it was. It was an issue like because of that, and I just didn't put that together. Maybe. Because I just thought back to it, like why the chat didn't work. I will say, once it does work, I don't have to open up Twitch again. Oh, wow, someone just started going after him. Bowling Green did. Wow. You're a little late there, buddy. Plus 10. Oh yeah, he has decent man and zone coverage, so he can probably play corner if we need him to. Did the other guy go... Oh, did I actually get him? Oh, I did. Nice, the like 870 worked out. Sweet. Alright. So I actually don't need him to play corner. How many do I have? Oh, I have 10 exactly. Cool. So I can just toss 60 at these guys. Can't auto call because it'll just do freaking 6 random things, which is annoying. I already mentioned it, but like, yeah. If it actually, like, you could have it do like a baseline, like, tell them what to do or something like, that'd be nice, but it doesn't. Like, have a general idea of what it wants to do. Like, if you want to be like, oh, give me as, like, the highest points, like, then it would do that. Or, like, just pitch the best pitches or whatever. I just went back to 3 immediately and just immediately forgot about that. Nice. Recruiting advisor. Yeah, recruiting advisors are really good for the teams that already have good pitches. Otherwise, they're kind of meh. I just realized Michigan State's coming to us. I don't know how that makes sense, but all right. Sure. That makes 0 sense, but okay. I didn't mean to do that. But at least we had a recruiting advisor, so it did a decent amount. Yeah, I feel like in real life, there's like some players don't actually care about this stuff. They'll like it, or like these pitches at all, but you know. I'm sure there are some people who actually do. Like, not on this level. I think you do have to suspend. This is one of those times you have to suspend your disbelief a little bit. You know? That happens often. Also, since I already promised the other guy from Ohio a game in his home state, I'll just do the same thing. Just because it gets both of them. And also helps the coach integrity a lot, which then makes them better. There's a lot of Ohio teams in Division 1 too, so I'm sure I'll find someone. Like, I think half the teams in the MAC are from Ohio. Oh, he's also from Ohio, so we can also do that and get that crossed off as well. If I remember to, because if I don't, then it'll be really unfortunate. He's still soft committed, but I think this will push him over. Ah, yes, the punter can't stand losing. The punter's a winner. I guess he's the fast one, so at least he has something, like, he can save at least a little bit, but... Straight up just a super slow punter. And a mid punter at that, like... I don't feel like he can say that. Coach receives D minus. That is the one, like a big downside of this is like this whole year will make it so the pitches are even worse for the next year. Because also, since I'm not taking it for a, like that takes a year off my contract, so my coach ability is probably only getting worse next year. I mean, it will probably be, well, no, because my pitches will get worse, so yeah, no, it'll just be harder. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get this other actual punter, which is fine, because I think I'll get the kicker. I think I'll go out to another offensive lineman. Because I think I only have, what, 2? Which is not great. Definitely need at least 1 more. Their program tradition's a D+. They have like a decent act team, they must be. At least like around, like leading up to this game. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop going to this guy because Cincinnati's probably gonna get him. And I'll go after an offensive lineman. Or an athlete with high bench press, we'll see. He's from Connecticut. Yeah, the thing is though, I don't think I can see offensive, like, blocking stats, which is really weird. Because you can see that with, like, halfbacks and fullbacks. But you can't see blocking stats with athletes, which is really weird. Remember to do 3 stars or lower. God, none of these people are around the area. And their bench presses are not great. Maybe there's a tackle with a decent bench press. Oh, he's junior. I guess it would be a fine replacement. Yeah. Can't get too picky. I should just probably get him. Just because he's probably decent. Like, he's good enough for, like, 2 years. And, like, offensive lineman is probably something I'm going to target the next year, so. He's good for, how long he's going to be there. And he's a 76, too, like. It's pretty alright. I didn't want to do that. That's the second time I've done that. God dang it. Also, I think that'll update the next season. Next week. Because he's way higher and he should definitely be starting. He should not have a C playing time. I don't think the tackles the guy were that good. Yeah, 52 and a 61. Yeah, so you should get A+. I don't know why we're hosting Michigan State. This is like, other than the Western Michigan game, because it was Toledo before, I was like, we gotta get both rival games in there. We played Eastern Michigan, I think, before I pulled this up on stream, but this schedule was how it was made because I threw us into Independence. Actually, now I remember, like, I did that just so I could make every game a home game. Now I'm thinking about it, I could just, like, I should just stay in the MAC if I was just gonna keep the schedule the same. Like, putting me in Independent does absolutely nothing other than make my conference prestige even worse than it would have already been. Is that the lowest you can get is D? I think. I don't think there's a D- conference prestige. I don't think there's enough conferences for that. I think the lowest is like D. I could just count it though. Oh yeah, the music's probably been stopped for a while. Whoops. I completely forgot about that. This is what happens when you don't listen to the music. It's just a byproduct of it. So yeah. Yeah, I'll just check that. Wow, they aren't even ranked. Let me just look Conference prestige, yep, B minus, big old D minus. A plus, A minus, B plus, B minus, C plus, C minus, D plus, yeah, D. So it doesn't go. D is the lowest you can get, obviously, unless you're an independent and doing worse on average than the lowest conference. Then yep, you're not doing well either. Wow, BYU is also not doing well. That is another change I did make. Also, is I threw BYU in the Mountain West. That was it. Conferences should be as they are in this game, not in real life, because this game is old. Dang it, I haven't gotten any freaking insta commits, man. It's not great. Because my pitches aren't the best. Like, it hurts a lot more for a small school to not get the insta commit than for a bigger school. Because, like, you can still throw a ton of points at them if you're a big school, because you have all these pitches, but I can't really do that. And also our visits suck as well, because we get blown out by everybody and that affects the visit grade. The off-season ones, I think actually they will get like A's in them and all that, but yeah, the during the season ones are they're real bad. And I think athletic facility is going to be a D minus after this also, because we're going to be winless. Let's try Miami of Ohio. I think Miami's is Miami parentheses Florida, like FL. I think in this game. Or that might just be real life, and I'm misremembering that's how it is in this game. I think actually there's just Miami in this game. And then Miami, Ohio is Miami University. I assume Miami is named after like the tribe that was in Ohio. So I think there was like a Miami tribe. But I assume the city's also probably named after the same thing. But yeah, it does make it a little annoying. It's like, oh, there's two Miamis. And like one is in Oxford. It's like not even Miami. Like if it was also that's the thing, Western Kentucky and Bowling Green are also both located in Bowling Green, but at least Western Kentucky is named Western Kentucky. So it's different. Miami of Ohio did the opposite, where they just straight up named it Miami. I mean, granted, also, like, I'm sure they didn't know that, like, later on that would, like, matter. And ultimately, it really doesn't matter, but, you know. Just is how it is. He really does not want these pitches to change. That's awesome, man. Dang it. One of these change, man. God, I'm on varsity and he, like, denied all of those, because I think recurring difficulty, it changes how, easily they're swayed. And, like, on varsity, man, second easiest out of 4. Just did not care. I don't think I really need this guy, but I guess it gives depth to the corner position. And also, I'm sure the other guy could find a spot. Actually, probably not, because I think the only thing lacking at this point in defense is defensive lineman. So I'd have to move a linebacker probably to defensive line. And them to linebacker, which would be really weird. It might just suck it up with the lack of a defensive line. Oh, I was thinking of doing the habit coughing. I need to stop doing that. How is it still a C? He's literally the best tackle by a mile. And it's a C. Like, what? That's crazy. Yeah, I think I can only get through like one more week of this. How is the only points we scored against Michigan State? How? Like, what? They were the only ranked opponent on the schedule, and they're the only people we actually put 3 points on. We lost to FCS 0-77. But yeah, we scored a field goal on Michigan State. Alright. That makes sense. Must have been a 16-yard field goal. At the 1 yard line, they decided to kick a field goal and it went in somehow. And we got the other corner. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if getting 3 corners is the best idea, but we have 3 corners now. Yeah, we're still only 4th on that guy's board. God dang. I still want to just quick call these people, but like, they just do 6 randoms, and like, that sucks. Like, it's fine when all of your pitches are good, because it doesn't matter, but like, when you need to be like specific on which pitches you choose, like, it sucks. I don't know how they didn't really have the foresight to see that. Doesn't make any sense. I think it sucks too, is like, I'd want to pull up the like songs I hum, but like they're definitely copyright. Or at least like YouTube, they're copyrighted, so it's like I can't, you know. Actually, according to recruiting advisor, like this week actually is really nice. So it'll advance these guys ahead a lot. Like, I only have like 8 guys left, and I think it's like, it's not even the off season yet, so I think I'll have a few weeks where I don't need to worry about recruiting. Which, that definitely makes the season go by quicker. When you can just skip those. A player of my caliber. A kicker of my caliber. I mean, I guess he is an 86. Which is kind of crazy. Is this city in West Virginia called White Sulphur? It's probably not even a city, it's probably a town. Yeah, I think Alaska has like 4 city choices. Yeah, it's not very big. And also, like, a lot, like, most of the people in Alaska live in Anchorage, so. Anchorage, Juneau, and Fairbanks, I think, are like the main ones they though. People in Alaska live in. And the rest are like spread out kind of across the whole state. There are a few like kind of towns, but they're like 4,000 people. They're very small. And yeah, the only one that would probably actually look like a city is probably Anchorage in Alaska, if I were to guess. So I assume even like Fairbanks and Juneau are probably... They're probably even like at that point where they still only look like a town. It's really annoying though, it's a C in playing time. It's very annoying. -6. Nice. All right. UMass tied for the worst team in the game. I believe it was also UMass's first appearance. I think there was only 2 new teams. There was 2 teams added in this game, which was UMass and UTSA. There might have been a third one, but I think that one was added before. But yeah, I believe UMass and UTSA are new to this game. And then South Alabama is new to 14. And obviously all the teams that's come along in between those is going to be new for 25. Like Sam Houston, who just had their first season.
In-demand master's programs in business.
I don't know how good they did. I didn't pay attention to
And
that.
advance your career with Ohio's #1 nonprofit university for online degrees.
I just know that Michigan kind of just destroyed everybody they faced, except I think Penn State and Ohio State. Like, they kind of put up a fight. But, like, other than that, they just destroyed everybody. And, like, when I was just looking at those first 2 weeks, I'm like, yeah, Michigan's probably going to win the national championship. And then they won the national championship. And I'm like, well, I'm not entirely surprised at all. Seeing how their season went. Just straight domination. It was like, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, UMass is going to get a win. Good for them. Yeah, I think UMass usually doesn't get a win, like, in the first year. I mean, they are, like, tied for the worst team in the game, so it makes sense. It's just an observation. I thought the pitches got worse for a second, but no, that's just how they were. I didn't realize how lackluster they were. Huh. Oh, another recruiting advisor. Yeah, just speed these guys along, you know, I'm very much okay with that. Probably should try to sway him, but that's fine. I just forgot to. It is weird though, like, how much they care about it, like, actually affects the interest way more than, like, how good you are at that pitch. It's really weird to me. Because I feel like it should be the opposite. But, I mean, whatever. Yeah, I think the only reason the coach was an A is because the game gave me a 4-year contract. Like, that's the only reason. Because I'm sure it's going to go down by a lot the next season. Because it's just going to be a 3-year contract then. Like, it'll probably still be like a C+ or something like that, but it's obviously not going to be an A. Actually, that's going to make it a lot harder for the off-season. Because, yeah, actually, I won't have that pitch anymore. And, like, can, like, do that during the visits, I'm realizing. That's a little annoying. Well, see, I guess I can do a few more weeks, like, just a couple more. That last one wasn't. I mean, it's probably because there's not a whole lot of people I have to do anymore. I gotta talk to. So, yeah, that works out. Yep, because, like, I'm already done with it, and we're moving on. We're gonna get destroyed by UMass. Oh, only lost 31-0. Dang, okay. Yeah, so our offense is a 20 overall, and our defense is an 8. I think overall-wise, we're a 6. The special teams goes into overall. But not offense or defense, I'm pretty sure. It's just kind of like that third secret overall. Well, it's not secret when you do the preseason polls, because it includes, like, your special teams overall, but I think it's the only time it actually includes, like, a letter grade for your special teams. As far as their overall. That's the only screen. Which is, like, very random, but okay. I think I'll go over a little bit, because, I mean, hey, I'm there in the summer, so, like, I can, like, get away with it a little bit. Because like literally this week of recruiting, and then it's the off season, and then probably get done with that early. It's like I honestly think I'd only be like 15 minutes over. I actually don't think I'll be that much over. Yeah, because I got 3 more on that. So I have 2 people left. And it's gonna be really quick. And this guy's soft committed. This guy's soft committed, and nobody's going after this guy. So like, I think I'll be fine. I wish also like there was just a button that just like would automate it afterwards. There's not, because there's hang up, but like you just don't do anything and you lose the other minutes. Which at that point, it's like, why would I do that? Well, I guess it's like if you realize you only had negatives left, you could do that probably. You realize you made a mistake. It's probably for that. Now I'm thinking about it. I just keep going regardless because I don't really care. Even if I get negatives, I'm like, all right. They are nice and reassuring that you'll get to the top eventually. That is nice of them. Yep, now conference championship. I'm probably just gonna skip it because I don't really care like who's in it or anything like that. My chair is creaking a lot. I'm just leaning back in it. I'll say if I sit back in a certain spot, I think it makes my collarbone worse. So like, I held protection about like my collarbone recovering over the summer. I don't know, man. I'm not entirely sure about that. Yeah, I think the other week should go by quicker because it's just simulating games. It's not simulating recruiting. So it should be quicker to go by. Also, I get... Jesus, I almost swallowed on whatever that was. That was sneeze. It was like post-sneeze. So I don't know what that would have been. Saliva, maybe? I guess, but... that one guy committed, so there's only gonna be one person left in the off season I'm gonna have to talk to, so yeah, it's gonna be very quick. I'll just sim to the end of the bowl season because then that's the actual results. Georgia guy won it. I didn't see what position he was because I didn't care enough to like I didn't care enough to like see it longer than a second, but also I kind of wanted to see what position he was. But yeah, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I'll just see who the national champ was and then just move on. Yeah, I still have like other videos on my phone that are like hour long over. So like there's gonna be a lot of stuff. I'm probably not gonna even see like the clips from the Aero stream until tomorrow. I'm probably not gonna be looking through there. Just watch those the entire time. I think it is better for me to do that also because like whenever I see stuff like that, then it just doesn't, it makes me not want to watch the thing anymore. So I probably should just stop being like, oh yeah, let me just look through the recommended. So I'll always find something I'm just like, oh yeah, I want to watch that. So then it just makes me not want to watch the video I am watching anymore. Like a stream VOD or whatever. Yeah, I forgot the bowl game is a little long. unsimming it, but I'll just see who won. Georgia won. Who did they face? Wow, they faced Tulsa. Wow, that's kind of crazy, actually. I didn't think. Huh. Actually, let me do top 25. Yeah, that's a new one. I didn't expect Tulsa to be there. They also put up a decent fight because yeah, they're also in 91 in their first year. So they're pretty good. I think it's like the first time I've actually seen Ohio State do decent also. They usually always do like terribly. Because they'll always lose like Purdue and like the other one, Illinois. Like they'll always lose to like those two and then like also do bad in like the other conference stuff. Like they just always suck. And I guess at the end they were sucking, but like yeah, Ohio State always, like when I do these simulations, they just suck. Players leaving. Yeah, I think honestly it's probably only gonna be 10 minutes over I go. Because the Korean is the thing that takes the longest, because I mean I don't need to do any position changes because they're all 0 overall, so they're definitely staying where they are unless they're athletes. Actually, if any of them do go beyond 40, I'm probably gonna send them back down. Any transfer requests? Oh, a freshman wide receiver. Neat. He honestly might not play, but that's neat that we at least have him. Fill out that wide receiver depth a little bit. Because I think also he's gonna. Oh no, he got redshirted, so he's gonna be a redshirt freshman. So when we get him, he's a redshirt sophomore. Yeah, what's top classes, by the way? We're 10th. Neat. Anyway. Oh, I thought it hit 1. Okay. Oh yeah, what's the stability now? C+. Yep. I think I predicted that too. I think I literally said C+. That's also what sucks with coach stability too, is like I don't think I can change it at all. It's just kind of stuck with whatever your contract I was given. So that's only going to get worse. Because also what determines stability, if you use coach contracts, is if you're completing your contracts. Because that will, freaking... like that will contribute to it. So like also if you're doing good in your contract, even if it's like a 1 year, I think you still have like a pretty decent coach stability. If your job security is like 100, like you'll still have like a B or something like that. But since I turned coach contracts off, it doesn't have that. So it's just the length of it. So yeah, that grade's only gonna get worse. Wow, he actually did. He was soft committed too, and I literally visited him, and he didn't commit after that. Oh, did he get glitched? Oh, I think he got glitched. Nice. I can't go after him anymore. Well, time to improvise. God dang it. I like how I said that like that. I've seen that glitch before. I haven't. That's a new one. Why am I looking at that dude? I said 3 stars. Actually, I guess this would be a good excuse to go after an offensive lineman. Shoot. Yeah, let's get this guy from Nevada, sure, even though I have like no pitches. Let's do it. I'll keep him on the board just in case like it like actually glitched. I like had all the rest of them get demoted. Talk to him too. Like his stars are also like blank. I think he's just completely broken. Like I'll do the visit. I'll do that. But yeah, he's probably broken. I think what happened is that he got too many points, and so it overflowed. back to like 0. And then that kind of just broke it. I think that's probably what happened. Yeah, my 10 to 15 minutes over, that's not happening anymore. God dang it. That sucks. Didn't even get 100. Nice. God dang it, man. I have to see a glitch that like I've never seen before happen. I'm like, oh yeah, this won't take that long. My stream luck is freaking... Well, it's like on the extremes, dude. It's either really good or really bad. And it's usually really bad. So yeah, that sucks. Like, dude, my stream looks bad, then like there's no chance I'll have anybody rating me. You know, because those two things are correlated. For sure. When I was back there. Yeah, because it still says he's 10th and he doesn't have 10 people on his board. Yeah, this just does 6 random ones. Like, that's what Quick Call does, and it sucks. Oh, okay, I thought I couldn't call this guy, but I went on the guy who was already committed. Let's make these 2 pitches. I don't think I'm gonna get to first in time. I think I'm just getting a random walk on. Honestly, I might just skip because I think I'll just get a random guy. Although it'll probably be like another receiver, and I don't need one. Is the thing. Like, it'll probably just give me a position I don't need. Although I'm not getting these other 2 guys probably, so I should just say screw it and just go to signing day anyway, probably. I don't think I pitched to those guys, but I mean, I'm not getting them now. Because they broke. But one broke and the other one's 10th place on week 3. So, like, I don't think I have a shot. I think pitching to them the first week when, like, they're not interested is pointless. From, like, my experience anyway. Because, like, it seems like it doesn't matter because they're always at the bottom of the board. Yeah, he's still at the bottom. I'm just gonna skip the signing day because there's no way I'm getting these guys. I'll just take the random dude I get who's like not that good, but whatever. Well, if everything went according to plan, then like, yeah, I definitely would have been only over 15 minutes, but I think I'll be like 18 over. I think they only added like 2 or 3 minutes. Well, I mean, also because I just gave up. If I actually waited out the whole thing, it probably would have been like an extra like 5, but I just stopped midway through, so. Yeah, I don't think it will, because I turned it off that they would automatically do the stuff. So yeah, I think they aren't getting any pitches or anything like that. It's weird because it's like scholarships and visits and then like adding and removing people from the board. But like, I don't think there's one for giving them pitches. So I'm not sure if like they do that automatically or what, but yeah. Signing day. Oh, I didn't even get one. Alright, did I give him the day? Did I only have 24? Oh, maybe that's what it was. I only had 24 scholarships, so we went to accept it. But I didn't have any scholarships, which is why it broke. Because it says I have 0. And I didn't see me getting another person. Yeah, okay. So I guess I just had 24. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes you have 24 and sometimes you have 25. I'm not sure what really determines it. I'm not sure if it's like me being like a Power 5 conference or something like that. Like that determines it. I don't think it does, but yeah. Oh, he's a halfback. Because I want to move this guy to halfback. Because he'd be speedy. Actually, he's the same overall wide receiver. Yeah, actually wouldn't be the starter. I think he would start though at receiver, so I'll throw him a receiver. And actually, yeah, I don't have a great halfback, so he can be the starting halfback, I guess. So we just have two halfbacks as well, so if he gets injured, we have a backup. That's another position that's nice to get backup. Got a sophomore fullback. Got 3 receivers, so we'll at least have people out there who can catch the ball. Because yeah, I did slow these guys a little bit. Not anything too crazy, but they are slightly slower. But yeah, that's most of their catching stats are worse. And with these guys, oh, tight ends have like a lot going for them, so tight ends and fullbacks are probably the most nerfed because they have a lot that go into their overall. So yeah, we got a tight end. Yeah, definitely don't have a center or a right guard. I think it's fine. Let's see if our centers are right. Our center's the one that's a 0 overall. Because like we can technically run the ball both ways. It's just the center will be really bad. Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, the left side's definitely better. Yeah, it's better by a mile on who's actually over there. I might even it out then and make this guy right guard and then the other one left guard. Just to like balance it out a little bit. I'll do that. So we can kind of just run the ball either way. Yeah, I got one defensive end. If it's right end or left end is the one that like you play as. That's in like that first slot. I think it's right end, but I could be wrong. Got one defensive tackle. Okay, we have 2 outside linebackers and didn't throw either of them in left outside. Guess what? You're going left outside. That's the thing. I can't even run like 4 linebackers though, because like, I mean, I guess I could. Because either I have 2 bad defensive linemen out there, or like a bad defensive lineman and a bad linebacker. What are these guys at linebacker? 7 lower. I'm just seeing if there's any of them are like slightly less. Why is he higher for a left outside linebacker than he is a right outside linebacker? It's weird. Okay. Yeah, I got both safeties, who I believe look the exact same. They sure do. I did take out my team needs, so I think I won't have any walk-ons. Which is kind of unfortunate, but we have an 86 overall kicker, so we should be fine for the next 4 years. Oh, I am 15 minutes over because I was so into looking at my people. Yeah, if any of them are like above, like they get out of 40, I'm gonna knock them back down. Because it's very possible. Oh, well, that's the transfer. Okay, so I'm gonna look back at those guys and knock them down. Can I do that right now, or I think I have to do that during the season? Yeah, I do. Oh. Before I forget, I'll probably do that. I might cut a bunch of these guys just so like it says I'll have the team need. Oh, I can't cut him. Can't cut him. See if I can make it so I can make them team needs. Actually, if that's the case, then I should cut the like sophomores and all them, and like not the seniors. I should cut the younger guys, which is also probably smarter to do anyway, because these guys are gonna leave naturally. And the other guys is gonna take longer for them to leave, so it's also just smarter to do that. I'm just doing that real quick. Kind of the freshmen and sophomores. The juniors are fine because I think they're along enough that you should still be okay. And that's the recruits. So I'll probably say I'll need a decent amount of team needs, which is fine because if I don't fulfill them, I get walk-ons who are going to be automatically better than the 0 overall. So yeah. I'm not gonna do anything with the conferences. I'm fine with how they are. Actually, if Tulsa made a national championship, even though they get a lot worse, I might just throw them into Big 12. Because I feel like in real life that is what would happen if they got a national championship bid. Well, I don't know, because I don't know if Cincinnati actually stayed in the Big East the year they made the playoff. They might have, but regardless, I'm just gonna throw Tulsa in there. Just because it's fun. And also just makes them better, because obviously if they made the national championship, I feel like that would be the start of them actually being good. And like building an actual dynasty, so they would at least have that pitch. I mean, I'm not sure if they would go after the better people. I think they typically go after people that are interested in them, but yeah. I think that is, though, kind of determined on how well they did the previous season. So let me just go down to the guys who are like 43 and all that. Yep. Wow, they were both halfbacks too. Oh yeah, it's definitely this. We need to get this stuff down. Why is this carrying a 68? I thought I would change that. I must have not been paying attention and realized that guy was a halfback. I feel like that's probably what happened. Yeah, bring that down a bit. Bring that down. Nope, nope, that's the same stat. Bring that down. Bring this down. And I think that should be enough. Yep, okay, cool. I don't think I can see overalls until I start the whole season, but I'm 20 minutes over, so I'm not going to. Even though I would like to, like, see it, but yeah, we're over quite a bit. So yeah, I'll end there. You can see all my past streams at YouTube. Wait, that's way too early. I'm jumping way ahead. I stream every Sundays at 1:30 p.m. EST, and those are my long game days. Or like I might talk about something for a little bit beforehand. I also stream Wednesdays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m. EST. Those are my short game days, where I talk about stuff for an hour and a half. You can see all my past streams at youtube.com/IronWillVods. And if you're watching the VOD, my Twitch, Twitter, and main channel are all IronWill6464. So yeah, see you Sunday then. Goodbye.